Before we get into the video, a couple of safety things we must go through. So first thing, unplug the machine from the power supply. Isolate that plug so nobody else can plug it back in while you're working on it. Wear some safety gloves because inside the machine is some very sharp edges. And lastly, if you're not confident doing this, contact your local repair agent to help you out. In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove and change a belt on a tumble dryer. Now, belts on tumble dryers are fairly common to snap and definitely a big reason why a drum may no longer be turning. I've chosen a condenser tumble dryer because that's the most common type of dryer out there. And the method for changing it is largely the same across all the different brands. So what I'm about to show you in this video should help you out at home with your own belt. Now, a couple of things we need to do is, most of the work we need to do is actually around the back of the machine. So I'm going to spin the dryer around, adjust the camera, and we'll take it from there. So I'd like to start by saying this isn't a complicated job by any means, but it can be a little time consuming because there's a few things we need to remove and get out of the way to better change a belt. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off the lid of the appliance. Which is just a case of taking out the screws across the top. And then I'm going to remove the heater box cover off here. And then I'm going to remove both of these side panels. And ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to take off this back panel here, the full panel, to be able to loop the belt around the drum. So just bear with me while I start removing some of these panels. Okay, so I've removed the lid of the appliance, I've removed both side panels, and I've removed the heater. Now, we do have another video that shows you how that's done. In particular, I'm talking about how to remove a heating element. Now, in that video, I'll show you how to obviously remove the heater, but how to take the lid off and the side panel as well. I'd just like to point out that the other side panel is exactly the same as this one. So if you want to know how that is done, check the video out on how to remove a heating element, and there'll be a link in the description below. So what we're going to do at this point now is we're going to remove this cover, which is hiding the bearing for the drum. So I'm going to remove that. And there's a little clip on the back of the drum that I need to take off, so it's this item here. And all we need is just a flat blade screwdriver just to get in the little gap and just gently lever it off. And that is that. So that is the C-clip. That's just attaching to the shaft on the back of the drum. That's just to secure everything in place and hold the drum still. There is sometimes a washer or maybe a couple of washers behind it that need to come off as well. So now we just need to carry on taking all these screws out we need to remove this back panel. Okay, so I've removed the screws from up here and across the top there, and a couple of screws across the bottom, and because we got the little C-clip out of the way, everything attaching this back panel to the rest of the machine is now gone. So we should basically be able to remove this panel. We'll just pull it away from the machine. And away it comes. So all we need to do now is take the belt off the motor. Now, all tumble dry belts are looped around the drum. In some cases the belt is going straight onto the motor, but you might notice there's a secondary belt here and a tiny little pulley. We don't need to concern ourselves with that in this instance. We're dealing with the main belt. And all we need to do is just spin that off. And that's now free. So with the belt off, all we need to do is loop it over the back of the drum. I would like to point out, if the belt is the reason the drum is not turning, then you wouldn't need to go to this extent to remove the belt. You should just be able to pull the belt away from the drum because it will have snapped. But if you are about to replace the belt because it's failed, then we're going to follow the same steps in reverse. So I'm going to start by looping it around the drum. So I'm going to wrap the belt around the drum now. And the good thing is, once the belt's been on for a little while, it does tend to leave a little mark on the drum all the way around as to where it sits. So we're going to place the belt roughly in that position. Right, so we've got it around the drum, which is all we need to concern ourselves with at this stage. We don't need to loop it onto the motor until we've got the rest of the cabinet built back up. So now it's time to start putting the back panel back on, and at the very least the left hand side panel as well. So when you put in this back panel on, you might need to lift the drum up slightly because you want the shaft of the drum to come through here. And we also need the water tray to come through that opening as well. And it's just a case of putting in the screws that you can put in at this stage. Right, so I've got all the screws I need to secure the back panel back in place. I'm going to reattach that C-clip onto the end of the drum there. Which is just a little push fit. So there's a little groove on the end of it that it slides into, and just with your thumb, just push it and you'll get a nice little snap as it drops in. So what I'm going to do at this stage, so we don't need to get round this side of the appliance anymore. So I'm going to reattach that side panel. It just gives the cabinet some rigidity. Right, so I'm just going to place the cover back over the bearing assembly because we're done with this general area. That's just to protect it from any dust or lint getting in that general position. And while we're in this position, I'm going to reattach the heater. Now, I'm not necessarily going to show this on the video because we do have another video on how to remove and refit that. So follow the link in the description below and have a look at that if you want to know how that's done. Right, and we're also going to reattach the heater box cover as well. So that's just a case of offering it back up to the dryer and putting all the screws back in. So now we've got the back panel all built up. We've got the drum nice and stable and steady. Always worth just giving your drum a spin just to make sure it turns freely before you go any further. Now I mentioned earlier in the video that there's always a mark or an indentation on the drum where the belt sat previously. So just line up the belt roughly with that mark on the drum. Now in this instance, the motor has a spring on it, and it's that spring that puts the tension needed for the belt. Now the spring itself is quite strong, so I'm going to show you a little technique or a little trick that will help you put the belt back on. And you're just going to need to use a lever. You're just going to get underneath the pulley and lever the motor up. Then just loop it on like that. And once you've got it started, all you need to do is just spin the belt onto it. So we need the belt to come this way to the left. So I'm just going to grab hold of the belt, put a bit of left hand tension on it, and then just turn it. Then you'll see it'll just jump onto the pulley. Now once you've got it just about there, give the drum a couple of revolutions, a couple of turns by hand. And that's just to make sure the belt is going to sit where you want it to and that it's not going to jump off. There's nothing worse than putting it all back together, switching it on and the belt comes flying off again. This just ensures that that's not going to happen. So I'm happy that that's set right. So all we need to do is carry on building the machine back up. So we're going to put the side panel back on here and then the lid back on the appliance. And then we're all done. So that is how you remove and replace a belt on a tumble dryer. Now, as I said right at the very start, I chose a condenser because that's the most common one. And how I've just quickly walked you through that is how you would do this job on most brands of tumble dryer. So yeah, that is how we remove and replace a belt.